Move out!
So they are now completely squished into the little bit of territory they still own.
Yes, sir.
Trying very hard to break through to there. If I can cut them off in Burgos, then everything else will die. Longest bombing. Yeah, this is why I need to get rid of the terrorists. Supporters of Huey Long and his ideals have targeted factories, railways and troop installations throughout Northern California, causing a great deal of damage and the loss of many lives. The National Guard are on the scene in Northern California and claim they are closer to catching the ringleaders behind these groups than ever before. Ah, decisions. Right. Rebuild the south. Oh, this caused them all. North, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri. I think I'm going to claim those first. 75 days. Interesting.
Let them have it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to read the focus description when we actually start doing the political stuff. I just haven't got to that yet. Right, how are the Soviet volunteers doing? Both trying to punch through here at the moment, which I think is worthy.
Let them have it.
However, I'm going to do it like this. I definitely feel like the Soviets are pushing out. How are you doing for manpower? Tons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start leasing you 20% of my output. America, lend leasing to Soviets. For the specific goal of making them communist, syndicalist. People's Republic of China, Hungary, had that. Okay. Yeah, I really know very little about Hungarian history. People's Republic of China, I can see that, and there we go. TNT FAI is over. And those guys can go home. And we will get another field marshal. And another general, for that matter. So, probably here is where Smedley is going to be busy.
Let them have it.
And, right, this is Rose. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Attention.
Oh, good.
Orders.
Or okay. Teaser could probably be replaced by someone who's even better at defending, like Wolf. Perfect. Or Heidke. I'm saying Wolf.
Ready, shut.
The Spanish Civil War is finally over, and it seems that the Iberian Federation has emerged triumphant. Much of the countryside lies in ruins, and order has not completely been restored, but the anarcho-Spanish government announced that the old feudal order has finally been put to rest, and the people of Spain would now benefit from an orderly transition to a syndicalist regime. Meanwhile, my stability is down to just -5 now. Just.
Ready to move.
Oh, they have nothing which can penetrate our armor. No, 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 no. That's true. I should probably see if I can send aircraft to Soviet Russia. I wonder how many I can send. 557! Well, alright then. If you insist. So I think that this is going to be 257. And then this is going to be 250. This is why the general is smiling, because they cannot penetrate his armor.
Let them have it!
Should a general be in the training army? Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Oh, I see, because you get more experience if you have someone who's a cavalry commander doing it. No, we don't actually have one. Did I miscalculate? I totally miscalculated. I think I might send another 50 close air support in that case, once these guys arrive. Genuine Sunshine, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. It's going to take a long time for those planes to arrive. How are the Brits doing? This is going to be a very slow process. There's an awful lot of units here. And a lot of these units have taken horrific amounts of casualties. Let me guess, Britain's lost more than France has again. Yep. I'm always amazed. I'm never surprised, but always amazed. But then, having seen how my UK forces were playing in the Hearts of Iron game yesterday, I'm not that surprised.
Orders!
You guys joining the Reds. Okay, so the aircraft have arrived. These are the close air support, so you're going to get another 50 airplanes. Where are the fighters? There they are. I was going to say, I'm sure you've arrived, but where are you? Fortunately, your range isn't that great. I haven't sent in heavy fighters. But are we now getting air support? Yes, we are. Good. And boom, broke through. Deal with the American first. Surely it should be America first. Destroy Jim Crow. Ridding ourselves of the southern terrorists will not just be a matter of military might. We'll need to uproot the bigotry and racism that's plagued America for centuries and crush Long's cult of personality. Let us make Lincoln proud and bring old Dixie down once and for all.
Go, go, go!
Feels like Ultimate General all over again. Ace pilot promoted. Actually, speaking of which, we may as well bring in the aces over here. Yeah, she's really good fighter ace, actually. Plus 15 agility. Oh yeah. With the revolution over, the time comes now to deal with those that fought against us. Huey Long, so according to Earl Browder, could have been a great ally to socialism. We do admit that Long's plan for the welfare was in the right direction, but his authoritarian practice was abhorrent. As Long's family and close associates are now in exile, we need to make do with putting the leaders that remain in chains. Francis Townsend has defended the actions of the AFP's core membership, saying that the radical militarism was due to the nature of the Southern populism, not Huey Longism. Some in the jury have been swayed, but the final decision is to pardon them. Are those generals? Convict them. Or seize and arrest all party members. Lewis Puller. I'm just seeing if they're ministers, generals. It looks like they're generals. Wait, Charlie Chaplin? Is that actually Charlie Chaplin? Yeah, those are generals. But I'm going to convict these guys because I want syndicalism to become more potent. Although, that being said, this probably would be a good opportunity to check this stuff. Authoritarian is ascendant as the petty squabbles of the constitutional conventions ended in favour of strong and centrist Marxist government. We are not very totalist, like, at all. We are overwhelmingly syndicalist. So we're almost certainly going to be Commonwealth of America. So industrial unionism is what it looks like it's going to be. Protectionist policies, they gain a bunch of building slots. This one, I think, gains even more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 10. Oh no, there's more there. Okay, so those are probably about the same. 100% towards industry. Texas, Illinois, and Southern Texas gain infrastructure versus a ton of infrastructure from that. So it does look like business unionism is better. And that increases the popularity of syndicalism. So it looks like it's going to be way easier to increase syndicalism, more support. Chesty Puller is a pretty legendary commander. Yes, it is Charlie Chaplin. An early photo of him before he got the mustache. I thought it was. Encryption plus 5%, decryption plus 10%, syndicalism even more. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be industrial unionism, following the British model. I mean the Union of Britain model. So how many planes are we up against here? Not a huge amount. We have pretty overwhelming air superiority, but I'm kind of okay with keeping that.
All in.
Let's give you a bit of help. I was going to say, Katyn could become a cavalry leader before he's even an infantry leader. Nope, he's going to be both. At this rate. Alright, so we achieved our objectives here. Now we need to find another opportunity. The other thing we should do is double check to make sure that our motorized divisions are actually of a division template that we like. So one thing I would really like in these would be logistics companies. because they reduce the number of supplies that which are required. Oh, go over here. Oh, hell yeah. Across the river. Let's see if we can slice through to here. Looks like we're slowly but surely making progress here as well. It's pretty grueling.
Ready, shut. Keep your distance.
Speaking of which, can we change this again to partial mobilization? Yes, we can. Need to keep 25% war support. Fairly sure we can do that. Attacks against the Canadians here are pretty abortive. They just keep on bringing in more and more troops. And also, good grief, I know that Dieviat is a ridiculous commander, but that's just insane. Also, it looks like they have air superiority. What? The hell, Britain? Must I do everything? We can also have 557 planes here. Oh wait, you're all close air supports. That was not my intention. Whoops. There we are. Yes, I must do everything. Sometimes it feels that way. Okay, it looks like we're pushing them back again as well. Meanwhile, in the Soviet Union. Why are you not both assigned to this? Guys, come on. It's not rocket science. It's fighting science.
Listen up.
They have quite a few fighters here. Speaking of which, can I upgrade my aircraft at all? Ooh, I need a lot more rubber. Insul India! I would love to purchase my rubber supplies from you. Then... well, it's October 39. No, I'm not going to upgrade my planes now, because we can research the 1940 ones fairly soon.
Taking aim. All in.
I mean, it doesn't look like the Canadians are at all interested in actually counterattacking. So the Union of Britain's just going to completely destroy all of its resources here. And yes, efficiency is a lot better than ours. So close air support we're actually short on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reduce you to 107. Then increase you to 450. And then that way we should get more air support here. And also research. Research. Yes, I would like to have the improved decimetric radar, please.
Keep moving!
Meanwhile, over here, why is Canada still alive? Because I'm not at war with them. I'm still recovering. Federalists who still fight for their delusions of capitalism and exploitation have targeted factories, railways and troop installations throughout Oklahoma, causing a great deal of damage and the loss of many lives. The National Guard are on the scene in Oklahoma and claim they are closer to catching the ringleaders behind these groups than they were before. We will crush these terrorists. There we go, now we have air superiority here. In fact, we've decimated them in the skies. In a very surprising way. Cool. Declare Kurdistan.
Ready, sir.
Alright, so you have a new goal. I don't care about that spot. I don't care about that. I just want their port. It's the one thing here that matters. We take that, we win. We'll wait until you've recovered all of your organization, of which you can now get 47. It's very nice. A 99% cavalry leader. So close! The Federalist bombing. See if we can do some damage. Mostly Portuguese units here. Really high defenses though. I mean, we do have better soft attack than they do, though only just. Alright, Jim Crow has been destroyed. So let's go and deal with the Federales as well. Since the revolution broke out, we've accumulated an extensive list of political prisoners whom are awaiting trial. Now the war is over, the time to judge these men has finally come. Although some amongst our leadership believes in rehabilitating these captives, other more radical comrades are eagerly calling for extreme revolutionary justice.
Taking aim!
Alright, are we ready for this? Yeah, we're ready. We are ready and raring to go. I wonder, do we want to add another light tank? Get some more breakthrough going. We could, except for the fact that we don't have any light tanks. Is this one of those situations where I'm making light tank destroyers rather than light tanks? Because I made that mistake yesterday as well. No, we are not actually making any light tanks. Let's go and increase that.
Let them have it! All in!
I mean, we could kind of run roughshod over them here now. These guys are as good as dead because they're now completely cut off.
All in. Move out.
And the Soviets a bunch more territory. Let's do it. And then the aeroplanes that we have here as well can now be moved a little more central. There we go. Good. Good, 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 good. We've done a fair amount of organization damage to these guys, but not nearly enough.
Commands. Yes, sir.
It's Hull Canadian. Damn it.
Commands.
They don't actually have any naval yards, no ports here. So as long as we don't lose Hull or Newcastle, we'll be okay.
Ready, sir.
So actually what I'm going to do is that.
All in.
And that. Taken over there as well. As long as they're not getting the ports. Like, there's nobody in Bristol right now, which is a really bad idea. Oh, Union of Britain, why are you so bad?
Move out.
Wait, the other one go. What are you
Commands.
doing down here? Using more and more light tanks. Although we've not yet met anyone that can actually penetrate the armor.
Ready to move. Move out.
Okay, so we're about to pocket and take all of this, then we can probably try and cut across there, destroy that, and chew up the Russian republics a little bit. Hard to see which units are mine. It's because it's just this guy and this guy. There's only 2 units here which are actually mine. Oh, sorry, a different comment.
Ready to move.
It's hard to see which units are yours because their flags all look the same. Not too many problems. To there. Cut all of this off. And that's quite a big gain for Soviet Russia right there. 61%. Cavalry commander.
Orders.
Still 99.